Kacey here. My car's ready to download the new 2020.12.5 update, and it turns out it includes a map update. So what I had planned to do was just go tether the phone to the car, but as we learned during the last map update, I don't have enough data plan for that. And today, all the spots under my apartment are full. These aren't the most convenient cars to own when you are in an apartment with crummy parking, because we all park in a garage. And my Wi-Fi doesn't reach. So what I'm going to do is break out the Wi-Fi extender here on this porch and stand in the way until it gets the update. We'll see what happens. Catch you on the flip side. So the car has managed to get itself a decent connection. It's currently pulling down... Oh, just lost signal there. Oh, I didn't lose signal. I clicked the wrong thing. It's currently pulling down anywhere between 500 kilobits to 2 megabytes a second. And it's been going for a minute, but it doesn't appear that it's downloading the map and the software. I'm hoping that it'll download the map afterwards, or perhaps this is the same map that the other people got, is the same map that I got last time, and we don't need it. Because what's probably going to happen is I'm going to get the update, go back up the garage, and then install the update, and then have to come back and download the maps again, because there is no parking where I'm at right now, and I'm standing in the fire lane. I'll make a whole video about owning a Tesla in a condo/apartment situation when there is no adequate parking or charging, which is... We made the best of what we had to deal with, and I'll make a whole video about that later, but we'll catch you on the flip side. I inched a bit closer to this van and got it up to about 8 megabytes a second, sitting at between 4 and 8 megabytes a second. We've got a gigabit per second down, but it's over Wi-Fi. The extender has a moderate connection to the base station, and well, we're pretty far from the place, so it's better than 2 megs. That's new. I've been sitting here for about an hour now, and the car detects a stop bar behind me. It isn't there, and from where we are in the update, I wonder if it's using new logic. I don't think it should, since, well, it's in gear, so it'd be really bad to be updating most of the software while it's driving. Curious. I can't wait till we get the ability to auto park with vision. Say bye-bye Sentry Mode icon. So this will be the last time we see this icon, because in the next update it's replaced. So I'm going to fix the parking and start the update. Alright, Kacey here. We are going to see if we need a map update or not. Again, we're looking at a 2018 Model X P100D, late summer of 18. Okay, so far, same as everybody else. Dashcam viewer. It says out of order supercharger stalls, but as you can see over here is it'll tell you about how many stalls are out of order. The next step would be for them to tell you which ones to avoid, as well as which one would give you the fastest and slowest charge. Come on, guys, almost there. Alright, so let's click this update button. We had it going in the previous video. So I don't know why they call it out now. Bluetooth improvements. Alright, so all that's the same. Contains minor improvements and bug fixes. And there's our new Sentry Mode icon. Okay, so it's red in the middle and it's on. Car's up to date. It's not complaining about the navigation data, so looks like that was from looks like that was taken care of on my last update. Thank goodness. All right, let's go pick up Luna from the apartment and we will go on our way. Okay, it didn't call that BMW garbage today, but it did try a little bit of pathfinding inside of the parking garage. It actually marked out not just the pylons and the cones that it's seeing under this parking garage construction, but it was showing the, not the faint gray lines, but the ones where it's not really quite sure what it's looking at. I don't know that it's really ready to navigate inside parking garages yet, but whatever. We're going to go to the local supercharger, get a little boost, and from there, probably turn right back around, but it gives us enough of a baseline for what's going on. Gets us out of the house, get some fresh air, get some steps, and come back home without interacting with anybody. So, pick Luna up at the door, and we'll catch you on the other side. And as soon as I put the camera down and left the parking garage, it started trying to pathfind on this little bit of road again. There we go. Yep. Alright, whatever. Take that. Whenever's more confident, that's always a good thing. Okay, the updated graphics for the stop signs are still there. Interesting the way it's trying to do this thing. We know, oh wow, it's almost ready to go on this road. Look at that. It's not a very high quality road either. So what we do know is that the new self-driving self-stopping feature is in this software. It's just not accessible to those of us not in the preview program, the engineering program, or Tesla employees. So let's see if any of that leaks through like it seemed to have done on my last update. Oh wow, the graphics for the navigation are a little different. Alright, let's do supercharger in Springfield. Luna's making homebrew face masks. Okay, got our autopilot going. Let's see how it does. We're going to see if A, if it screams, and B, if when I crank the speed down to 0 like last time, how it performs. Alright, so that's not good. That's a manual stop there. I just don't want to try and crank it down to 0. Coming down a hill up to a curve. A little dangerous. And I don't live dangerously. Alright, it still has the incredibly wrong speed limit. Night mode. It's very windy today. Truck carrying a truck. Perfect opportunity to push the record button and see what happens. Alright, so saving dash cam footage is almost the same. Navigate on autopilot, this is out of the lane after centering for no reason. Alright, I'm going to next turn on Ludicrous Plus mode, just to see if there's any differences for these older cars. Alright, so let's go to driving. Ludicrous Plus. Yes, bring it on. So the color is gone from the No, I Want My Mommy and Yes, Bring It On. Alright, so they've changed launch mode for us as well on the older cars. So there's no double tapping the brake pedal. So let's see what happens for us when we put in launch mode. Again, this is a pre-Raven car, so it might not do Cheetah mode or any of that other cool stuff that's out now. Our output did not increase beyond the 500 plus kilowatt hours, or 500 plus kilowatts that it can output. Temperature is quite low, but that's okay. I'll just leave this on until we get to the supercharger, then we'll find an empty part of the parking lot, put it in launch mode, see what happens. Catch you at the supercharger. Not taking 166A was not a fluke, although for some reason it is slamming on the brakes. Oh, it thinks we got off the road. See them at 40. Unacceptable. Whoa. This is why you gotta pay attention. And that is a new behavior for this car. So far, the autopilot, nav on autopilot, the car is wiggling and twitching around like it did on 20.8.1. However, I believe that is because of the intense wind that the car is driving through right now. Not so much that it is a regression. But since this is going to be more of a quick view into everything I can touch on the car before we put this video up, rather than an extensive commuting review, depending on what I see and don't see, we might take a turn. Depending on what I see and don't see, I might run it through tomorrow so we can go grocery shopping. It did not signal for that turn, it just got off the road. Wow. That could get you in trouble in some jurisdictions. Anyway, we're almost at the supercharger, so we're going to see about the new launch mode and see if anything else has changed. And looks like it's going to take it quite a while to heat up to full temperature, so we're not even really going to wait on that, because you don't need to be in anything other than ludicrous plus mode to get launch mode. You don't have to get to full temperature first. It did signal to get in the wrong lane after it got off the exit, so I don't know if it was just a fluke that it didn't exit with the turn signal. It just turned to get off, or what. I'll watch it and see. I'll do another update on that sometime in the future. Alright, now we're going to do a launch mode. Let's see if the car squats or does anything. Alright, brake, accelerate. Launch mode enabled.
Oh.
It's doing something, but I don't think that it was the Cheetah mode. But that was much easier than old launch mode. Wow, it's so much nicer. Just brake, hold down the brake, and then push the accelerator. Wait till you see the launch mode enabled. It's not doing it now because the wheels turn so hard. It's like, yeah, not gonna happen, buddy. Let's do it again, but we're not gonna launch because, well, there's a curve there. I don't know if the height that I felt was the suspension or if it was just the torque on the car. But here we are at the supercharger. Let's get us some social distance, turn off launch mode, turn off Ludicrous Plus, and go from here. You can really hear it prepping for that charge. Let's turn off Ludicrous Plus because we're going to be adding heat to a process that already is warm. Driving regular Ludicrous, please. Alright, put on a shoe. And grab a glove. Touch anything, cross-contaminate with the glove, put the brake. Let's see what we're looking at. The text size is still teeny tiny. Alright, contactors closed, green light. We'll get the bigger charging screen, see what we're working with. Alright, so with a little bit of preheating from the car knowing where we were going, and from Ludicrous Plus mode, at just over 50%, we start at 80 kilowatts and dropping. Alright then. Oh, and we can see the new Sentry Mode is activated. We did not see a power boost in the Ludicrous Plus. That's okay.
Take one. Here?
Alright, now we're going to put it in launch mode and see what happens. Anything? One more time? No?
Just a little bit.
So it looks like the only suspension modification that we get is just from the vehicle bracing up against the drivetrain, not from the air suspension, which is fine. They didn't tell us that we would get that. They also didn't tell us that we would get the better, easier to use launch mode. Kudos. We appreciate that. And so what I'm gonna do now is Luna's gonna record, and I'm gonna do another smart summon, and we're gonna see how it behaves. I'm basically gonna go on the other side of these superchargers and see how well it navigates around to come pick me up. So I'll see you in a moment. And Luna, take it away.
What again?
We're gonna do call the car to me. I'm gonna go to the other side.
Huh?
I'm gonna call the car to come pick me up from the other side. So just whatever you think you take a video of. And I'll see you in a second.
Parking mode off. An impact was detected during parking mode.
So those people seem to have confused it, and I got scared the way the thing was taking the corners, because it was going quite quick. How was it for you, Luna, when it was trying to make that turn?
Scaring me.
Yeah, it scared me too, so I turned it off, and then I made it back up manually. You'll see that in the screen recording. And then I made it go again, but then those people wanted to leave. Did you get them on tape? On video?
Get what?
Those people who were leaving? Because the car was waiting for the lady to move, and then it was waiting for the white car to get out of the way.
And what about them?
How was it in here for you? That's what I saw outside.
Like a joke. You want to go or you not go?
Okay, but I have to cut out your language on the video. All right, so we're gonna go back home, and then we'll look at the Tesla video recorder, the dash cam viewer, and then tomorrow we're gonna go to the Asian store and get some groceries. That may be in a separate video, if any video at all. We'll catch you on the flip side. Another development that Luna noticed with the Smart Summon is it no longer plays music for itself. So that's a plus, especially if you happen to be listening to an audiobook or podcast. It's not gonna make you lose your place. Okay, so for this exit, the car did signal before it made its turn instead of just jumping off the highway. So maybe that was a fluke. Okay, before we get into the dashcam viewer, I want to point out that, again, this is a quick overview of our observations. So it's not going to be an extensive review of how the car does over a couple days because we're flattening the curve. I do want to say, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want more of this content, Tesla updates, Tesla supercharger reviews, EV ownership, just give us a subscribe. Turn that little button from red to gray. And if you want to see every time we upload a video, ring that bell. So let's look at the dashcam viewer. So there's the dash cam, and there's the Sentry Mode. We're in park, so now when you hit the dash cam, instead of instantly recording like it does when you're in drive or in previous updates, you get a choice. So we can save footage now, which is the same as it always has been, or we can launch the viewer. When you launch the viewer, it loads up and it shows you what it was last doing. So this is just the dash cam the last 10 minutes. And you can pick what camera you want. You can see the rear, which is always going to be the clearest because it has the full color spectrum. And then even on the hardware 2.5 upgrade cars and the hardware 3.0 cars, they just process color differently on the other cameras. And so you can pick if you want the left, the right. You can just see that. Or you can hit this icon here, the menu icon, to get a menu of all your footage. So here you can see there was my last Sentry footage. It was when we turned Sentry Mode on and off before the icon changed. Then there's the dash cam and Sentry. So if I were to honk the horn or manually push the dash cam, so you can see different angles. And you can also go back and adjust which camera you're looking through and what the tracking time is. And then several people have said that when you reach the end of the clip, that it'll go back and reset. That's a whole minute. We're not going to do that. I don't know why people cut so close. That van looks like it came by a couple times, didn't it? All right, and yep, it does go back to. I'll assume I clicked there before it decided it wasn't watching anymore. And then I did manually record on the road as well, so let's see what that looks like. So that is a quick look at 2020.12.5. I don't know why I keep seeing people write down 2020.15. I don't know if that's out. I'll have to check and see if anybody in the public is receiving that, because everybody I looked at was receiving 2020.12.5. And Trevor from Model 3 Owners Club, what is it now? It used to be Model 3 Owners Club, and now it's Tesla Owners Online. He got the map update, but I assume that either it's a separate map update for Canada, or it's the same map update that I got on the previous build. So with that, catch you on the flip side. Kacey and Luna here. Somebody has an extreme craving for Asian food, so we're going to the Asian grocery store. Despite the lockdown and the recent subscription to food delivery service. Can't argue with that. Anyway, so now we get to test out, navigate on autopilot, and see if there are any other quirks to the 2020.12.5 update. So let's go for a ride. Set front seats to 1 bacon. Set front seats to 1 bacon. Set temperature to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Set front seat heaters to 1 bacon. There we go. Turn on the heated steering wheel. Open the glove box. Doesn't work on Model S or Model X. Alright, on our way. So our first anomaly is that the dash cam was off for some reason. It's still very windy today, so I can't really say how stable the autopilot is. But it feels alright when the wind's not buffeting us around. Set all 7 seats to 3 veggie bacons. Set all 7 seats to 3 veggie bacons. Okay, that works too. So, the seats are vegan leather, and you can have vegan bacon. Look at that. Turn off all seat heaters. Turn off all seat heaters. There you go. Set climate control to 68 degrees and automatic. Oh wow, it converted. But I didn't actually want 16C. Set climate to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Set climate control to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, let's not merge behind slow traffic. Alright, well, that was exciting. It still can't hear because it's a noisy car. But it's fine when you're not moving. I've never had any luck in our Model S or our Model X with voice commands while driving. And it did that because this dude was slowing down without brake lights and my foot was on the accelerator. Good looking out, Tesla. But I wasn't gonna run him over. But good looking out. And if there were brake lights, I didn't see them, so they might need to replace it. Oh, wow, yeah, they might need to replace it. Those are dim as heck. Yep, and there's only 2 of them, too. Good looking out, car. Alright, so they say crosswalks are not supported in the auto stop feature on the full self-driving previews. Not the visualization preview, but the people whose cars will actually stop. Mine just gave me a red hands for crosswalk with 2 yellow lights that flash over the top like the fireman, the fire station lights do. And so I guess they're just telling us not to rely on it because it clearly thought I was running a red light the way those yellow lights are flashing. It'll be interesting to see whenever they give us the interface for us normal folks. Yeah. There's plenty of room for us to do a smart summon test I don't know that it's worth trying based on its behavior in the similar light yesterday. I mean, at least here the curbs are painted yellow, but I don't know that's enough for our purposes after what we saw. Let's see if we get any good fortune at the good fortune market. This isn't the greatest, but they're saying no masks the whole time that the toilet paper wars were going on. So this is what we got. So after spending 4 times our grocery budget, we are now done with the Asian market, and we're on our way back home. So I'd say this somebody's not wearing the seatbelt. I'd say that this update is, it's all right. Could be better, could be worse. The behavior with the smart summon was disturbing. I'll keep an eye on it and do another update later. Hopefully I got it on tape, but that was the crosswalk warning that set the red light warning off last time. So there was just a person in a crosswalk, and the car was on auto steer and everything, and it slowed down. It didn't stop, but it slowed down for them. That was pretty cool. I just saved the clip, so hopefully I remember to grab that. We'll see.